Hey everybody, Jam Creates here, doing a car video today. Happy 4th of July to everybody out there. Just want to say happy birthday, America. Happy 4th of July to everybody out there watching. And don't worry, it's still going to be a real video. I decided to talk about something I've mentioned in the past before, and it kind of just got brought back to my mind. I know, and that's this whole thing of these Disney remakes of animated films with these new live-action versions for some reason. And, you know, they just made the announcement of the new Ariel. She's going to be played by someone I've never heard of. I don't know. Apparently she's a singer or something, which is good because Ariel needs to sing. I don't know how old she is. I mean, Ariel should be fairly young, but not so young that she's creepy, you know, because she's eventually going to fall in love and get married. But besides all that, that is not what I wanted to talk about. I know a lot of people are talking about the casting and the race swapping of the character and all that stuff, and I'll let other people handle that. That's a whole different thing. What I wanted to talk about, though, is why. Why are we remaking every classic Disney animated film into a live-action film? And not only are we doing live-action films, but then we're doing what I coined I coined a while back in an old video. If you're a long-time follower of the channel and you've been listening to me for a while, you'll remember when I coined the term lie-action instead of live action, and that was for the Lion King that's still to come, because it's not live action, it's CGI. So don't call it live action, because it's not live action, it's lie action. And what I really wanted to kind of just get at the heart of this whole thing, for me, it's not about the casting choices, it's not about any of that stuff. It's not even about we want to make LeFou gay, or we want to make Ariel African American, or we want to do whatever. I don't even care. Fiat. I don't even care about half of that stuff, because to me, the mistake goes all the way back to the beginning of deciding that we're going to remake all these animated classics. Why are we doing that? If you want to introduce Beauty and the Beast, or Cinderella, or The Lion King, or any of these classic animated films to a new audience, here's an idea. Just re-release them in the damn theater. Just re-release them in the theater. People will absolutely go and bring their kids to go see those classic movies. Now, I know there's box office for these films, but something that a lot of people don't want to talk about is there was the Tim Burton Alice in Wonderland, and that movie made over $1 billion worldwide. That's a lot of money. Clearly a successful film, something that people wanted to go see. I've never seen it. I never had any interest in seeing it. Whatever. That's just my own personal taste. Then they made a sequel. Sequel failed hard. Did not make near as much money. And you have to wonder, when a sequel to a movie that made $1 billion basically flops, what's the deal there? Were people not happy with the original, and for whatever reason it wasn't until later that they decided not to bother going to see a sequel? Because generally speaking, if something makes that much money on a first go around, the second one is still going to be successful. Even if it's less successful, it's still going to be successful. You know, The Last Jedi did not make near as much money as The Force Awakens did. But it still made a ton of money, because before people could realize that they didn't like the movie, they had to go see it. So you had that first wave. What happened there was a precipitous drop week over week. And so this is the thing that I just, I'm wondering, is this going to happen? And when this bottoms out with these live action remakes, because it will, at some point, it's going to bottom out, Because number one, there are only so many animated classics to mine for this material. And number two, you're really not doing anything spectacular with them. You know, the Aladdin, everyone I've heard of, you know, some people who went to see it enjoyed it. They said it was good. But a lot of people who I've seen, you know, who I've heard who have seen it have all said, yeah, it was good. It was okay. It really wasn't any different from the original. It was what it was. And I feel like that's kind of the problem. I feel like they're hedging their bets. Like, they want to make these new movies, but they don't want to stray too much from the source material because they're worried about that. But then, you know, what they're doing is basically just literally just copy and paste with a different coat of paint. And you have to just stop to ask yourself, why? Why are we making these movies? The last traditionally animated Disney film was the Winnie the Pooh movie. And that was a bomb. That didn't make much money at all. But I think that has more to do with Winnie the Pooh than it does with the medium in which the story was told. Princess and the Frog was the one before that really, it did okay, it did fine, but it didn't do like boffo like they were hoping it would. And that was really the last chance, you know, that was Lasseter trying to put the money behind the 2D animation, and then after that they just folded it again, pretty much, aside from that Winnie the Pooh film. And, you know, I think it's a shame because I think there is still an audience out there. And I also think it's a shame because at the time when The Princess and the Frog came out, I think audiences wanted CG. They didn't want 2D animation because it was coming across as something being cheap. Meanwhile, if you watch that movie, that is a fantastic movie. Princess and the Frog is one of my absolute favorite Disney movies for a number of reasons. One, the animation is phenomenal. Two, the villain is great. And three, the music is some of the best music in a Disney film since those 90s classic movies. Since movies like The Little Mermaid and Beauty and the Beast and Aladdin. The music in The Little Mermaid is freaking awesome. So, why not make more movies like that? Let's make some new classics instead of just trying to repackage the old stuff with a different coat of paint. Eventually, everyone's just going to be like, another one? Okay, whatever. And, like, no one's going to care. You're basically just... Like, Walt Disney himself was all about innovation. This is not innovation. This is the furthest thing from innovation. Where is the imagination? Where is the good stuff? For crying out loud, one of the most popular characters in the modern era, just look at the merchandise sales and look at how he's just everywhere and still continues to have tons of merch and stuff all over the place. Stitch. Lilo and Stitch was huge. It was huge, and the character of Stitch is still super freaking popular. Why can't we do that again? Is it just because we have less talented people writing and producing and making these films? Is that what it's come down to? Is it just that there's just less talent? Is that what it is? Because if that's what it is, then so be it. Then I guess the only way to go is to just make crappy remakes of movies that were great before and hope for the best. But there's got to be... I know for a fact that there are much more innovative and talented and imaginative people out there who could come up with wholly original concepts that would absolutely blow the doors off everyone. But where are they? Because I guess they're not at Disney. And that's a shame, because Disney used to be all about innovation and breaking ground and doing new things, from going all the way back to the first ever feature-length animated film, to the first animated cartoon with sound, to the multi-plane camera, which was never done before. It was invented by the Disney company to make animation that people had never seen. Where is that now? Even to Pixar, to taking 3D animation and turning it into something where it eventually took over the animation industry. But where is the innovation? where's the innovation now? It's nowhere to be found. And that's really sad, because that is what Disney should be. That's what Walt always wanted. So anyway, that's my rant for today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter at JamCreates. I'm on Instagram at Jam_Creates. I'm on Twitter at Jam_Creates. Follow me there if you want Smiley Bones merch, t-shirts, and stickers. I'll put the link below. Maybe not right away because it's a holiday and I got places to go. But it'll get there. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys soon. Let me know if you like this video. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe and hit that like button. It helps with the channel, helps get the word out, and helps grow the channel. The more the channel grows, the more videos I can make. The more videos I can make, the more videos you can watch. The more videos you can watch, the more videos I can make. And you see how that works? That's cool stuff right there. All right, everybody. Have a very happy and safe 4th of July, and peace out.